Welcome to Inclusivity Unlocked, the podcast that's all about inclusion and diversity, brought to you by the association Explorator. And we're chatting with you right from our studio in Craiova, and together we'll make sure that tricky isms and complex terms from the world of inclusion become a part of your everyday life. Okay, now it's time to unlock. And today we're joined by a very special guest, personally for me, because Elian, he's been a part of this Inclusivity Unlocked project. And in fact, he was the person who were managing the camera, turning it on before the recording, keeping the lights on, and making sure that we can bring this podcast to you. So today we're switching roles a bit, and finally Elian sees himself in front of the camera and can share with us his journey, not the easy one in my point of view, because you have a unique perspective on the immigrant and refugee experience, because you have done it yourself. So let's try to dive into the topic of immigration and experience of refugees.
So at the beginning, I say hello, I'm Elian, and here I can say welcome to our podcast. So at the beginning, maybe I will talk about maybe how it's the situation in Syria. So I will start with that. So why everything is thinking for immigration. So why this is. Because everyone say to me, why you leave Syria, why you don't need that, because maybe everyone know about that, it's a bad situation for everything.
The Syrian civil war, an ongoing multi-sided conflict, began in March 2011 when widespread protests against Bashar al-Assad's regime, inspired by the Arab Spring, erupted across the country.
For the kids, when we are kids, we are thinking to leave Syria, because not just Syria, because for the situation, because we are not safe in this place. So that's the reason why we are thinking to leave this place and to thinking about immigration. Of course, it's not easy. When you say immigration, of course, it's a big word with big meanings. So that's meaning it will be immigration, so it will be in a new country, it will be a new culture, it will be a new people, language, everything it's new. So of course it's very hard, and it wasn't easy at the beginning, but after that, I'm used for that.
But you said that you've been thinking about it as a kid from the beginning.
Yeah.
It really was in your mind all the time.
Because I started the school in 2011, and the war in Syria started in 2011. So when we open our eyes to the life, we open our eyes to the war. So that's the reason why we are thinking. Because when we say this is home, of course, Syria, it's home. But when we're thinking this home, it's not safe. So why we will stay in this place? We don't need it. We don't need to stay at this place. But of course, I'm not. I'm kid, and I say, okay, I will leave Syria. No, of course, I will not working in this way. Of course, day by day, I worked. I tried a lot of ways to leave this place and to find a safe place, like work on myself, work how to find myself in everywhere. Of course, I'm not sitting, okay, oh my God, I'm in this country, we have war, I cannot do anything. Of course, I will not be this person, because if I will be this person, I will not be here maybe or another place, because of course I work hard, for myself, for everything, just to think to be in this place, Because now when we talk with kids in Syria or maybe before adults, okay, when they talk about dreams, they say we want to leave Syria. So we feel sorry for that, but this is the situation.
So it's the question of safety first, then opportunities that you have, because probably you want to work in different field rather than military one, for example. And I totally understand. I don't think maybe some people look at this as a selfish thing to do, like you're trying to escape, but for me it's that you already can't help the situation sometimes. You can do like the small things that you really can, and maybe it's better to do from abroad sometimes, like send money even, or support those who need the help.
Of course, yeah. But you know, if maybe someone or maybe one who work with that, of course, it will not be successful. And this is the situation in Syria. Of course, everyone try, but we are not working together. Okay, everyone work just alone, and of course, we will not have solution for that because maybe when we say from 2011, maybe if everyone work, they working each together, of course, it will be another situation. But this is the situation now. But of course, all of us do the best for this country. Of course, this is home. Yeah, I cannot say anything for that. It's home. I mean, just we can say we are sad for the situation in this country.
Okay, we will come back in a couple of minutes to the part where we're talking with Elian, but I want to take this moment and introduce you some terms which will be essential if we're talking about immigrants, and refugees. There are two terms that sound very similar in English. This is immigrants and this is immigrants. These terms related both to the same person, but from different viewpoints, through the viewpoint of home country and host country. But refugees, they have a different state because they're in danger, so they need to leave their home because they feel not secure. On the other hand, immigrants, they leave their home because they seek new opportunities. They do it voluntarily. Immigrants are people who moving to another country for personal reasons. This term is used from the viewpoint of the person's home country. So, for example, if someone leaves Russia to live in Germany, they are an immigrant from Russia. So it's from some place. But on the other hand, if I would be Romanian and I would talk about someone else who just moved from Russia to Romania, I would say that this person is an immigrant in Romania. So an immigrant, again, is a person who comes to live permanently, and the stress is on the new place where this person came. And refugee, on the other hand, as I said before, is a person who goes to some other country because he is scared of war or violence which comes with it, or seek some kind of protection in another country. And here we can remember the convention, Refugee Convention of 1951, where the refugee was defined as a person who has a well-founded fear of being persecuted for reasons of race, religion, nationality, membership of a particular social group, or political opinion. And now we come back to talk with Elian. But can you share your personal journey? What were you doing while you were living in Syria?
Yeah.
Because which year did you live it?
I did last year.
Last year, 2023.
Exactly. Yeah, I came in October, and after 10 days, it will be my first year here. Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah.
Congrats! And you came directly from Syria to Craiova.
Yeah, but it wasn't from Syria because also this is a situation. I came from Syria to Lebanon, and after that to. So in Syria, I finished my school in Syria, and after I finished my school, I started at the Faculty of Architecture. I studied just for 2 years in Faculty of Architecture, and after that, I have this chance to come to Romania. So after that, I lived 2 years, and now here I'm studying information technology, or it's called IT. Yeah, so also this is for education, and if we're gonna to say about the work, I work as a photographer for many studios and photographer like videographer. So this is my chance how I work here by photographing and videographing because I have background at that.
By the way, Elian made it this
also
pictures for one of our events connected with Peace Day. And we put it in an old town, Centru. I'm learning Romanian a bit. Yeah, and you've been talking about coming here. Was it in general hard to cross the borders?
Yep, of course, it was very hard because maybe everyone asked me about that. I say before you start, you have to know it will be very hard for you. But of course, we will do that. So at the beginning, I start to get the accept here in the University of Craiova, because I have my friend here, and he told me, if you wanna, I wasn't thinking of that if I will leave Syria or no, but of course I have this idea, but like it was like a chance for me, and he say, if you wanted to leave Syria, I'm gonna to help you with that. So I said, of course, I will try with that. So I try, and now I'm here, but it wasn't easy, of course, preparing papers, documents for the embassy, and after that went to the embassy, we have interview, and of course it was very hard, because like consul, because we have like I say, it's like a specific situation for Syrian people, because he's saying, because I know someone who maybe he came Romania and after that he escaped Romania for another country. So this is the problems, yeah, because so he said,
like European Union
yeah,
start to
exactly.
lose the trust.
Yeah, like
and
we
it
can
makes
say
harder for you, those
of course,
who really
yeah,
want to do it in
exactly.
an honest way.
Yeah, they say, yeah, for Romanian people, they say, okay, Romania is not gate for another European countries like Germany, Netherlands, or another countries.
Yeah, but I think in your journey, like it was going through the university, which means that you really did all the paperwork. You didn't like run. You still were prepared somehow, and there was a thing for you to do. And I also think that for a lot of refugees, the thing that's hard is just that they leave without knowing how they will work, where they will work, which language they should use to work. And that's also problematic. But for you, it was like at least some job to do here, which is great.
Yeah, and also before I came here, okay, I want also to know about this country. So a lot of things, maybe for the language, as you say, and a lot of these things. And I asked a lot of people, and they say, okay, they are speaking English, and so so it's okay for you, yeah. So when I arrived to Bucharest and I speak English, okay, everyone speaks English. And when I arrived to Craiova, I'm surprising, oh my God, no one speaks English. So,
Come on, no,
so I
it's
say,
not true.
no, it's not our time now. So
I don't know. For me, I like find it okay. I won't say that everyone knows, but for me, like Romanians are pretty open to try to.
Exactly.
Or if you can't speak the same language, usually they're pretty patient. I won't say again that everyone here we'll wait until you switch on your Google Translate, but in general they will be fine, I think.
Yeah.
And young people, they do speak.
Yeah, exactly. And also I think we can say for Romanian people, they are so kind with that. And when they see you, you don't know Romanian, they are helping you to speak Romanian. Because
somehow, like personally, do you happy that you chose Romania?
Yeah.
Or you would, like nowadays, if you had to make the same choice, would you do the same choice still?
I think, yeah, because I don't know what I feel here in my home. I don't feel strange here. Maybe from the first moment, I didn't feel strange here. Because maybe when I'm walking in the city center, so I feel I'm walking in the city center in my city. I don't know why, but maybe this is feeling for me. When I see Romanian people, also I feel maybe we have the same culture with Syrian people, and I'm happy with that because I don't have this difference between them. So of course sometimes I feel strange with some situation,
Did it help you that you started to learn Romanian?
Yeah.
You have the prep year, as I remember correctly.
Yeah, I finished this preparatory year, and as I say, when I arrived, no one speak English, so I need to speak Romanian. So and also,
maybe we need to explain what is like the prep year, because I'm not sure that it exists like everywhere in Europe. Like it's the year before starting your bachelor or master's,
exactly,
that you're taken to especially learn the language, because your courses after all will be in Romanian. And you just have a year to also in the end you take the exam, Romanian exam.
Exactly.
Which level? Do you know which level you are right now?
I think it like B2.
B2, in a
year
year it's amazing actually. And like each day you were having the classes.
Exactly, and just for like, we can say it like 60 hours and per year. So maybe every day we have 2 hours, 3 hours, it depends on the, we have 2 professors, and it will be like groups, So maybe in each group we have maybe 10 people, and the most beautiful thing it was from different cultures. I have colleagues from Serbia, from Moldova, but they are living close to Russia, so they didn't know a lot of Romanian
Really?
things. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, they are
interesting.
interesting. Yeah, and also I have friends from Syria. Also, they were with me, so it was maybe for these things it was very
But not
nice.
all of them refugees. Like
No.
it
No,
just
no,
depends.
yeah.
Everyone can take the
Yeah,
prep.
my friends from Syria they get refugee, and because it's a situation for Syrian people, and friends from Serbia, Bulgaria, and then they all came here for study, yeah, for that. And for each group we have two professors, and one of them give you maybe grammar, and or another one give you text and a lot of things. So it depends for semesters, and yeah, and it was very nice. Yeah, it helps me a lot. And when I got in my mind, I need to have connection with these Romanian people, because from the first time I saw them, they are so kind, but I need connection with them. So how I will make this connection if I don't have this language? So of course it was like a step for me. Come on, we need to work hard. We need to get this language.
I'm sure that studying in university using Romanian is very
Yeah,
hard.
okay,
I'm
and
sorry
I
for
say
that.
I'm not, I'm at V2, but I'm not a professional with that, because also I expect that, because I know that all my classes will be in Romanian, so of course I take responsibility for that. When I say, okay, I will come to Romania, of course I will study in Romania. So for the first day, okay, I'm surprising, oh my God, there's a lot of Romanian language. How I will catch that? Okay, so, and now day by day, I think it will be easier for that. But of course, it's still hard in some times, because this professor, he explained for another, he don't know, okay, we have this person is from Syria, or this person from Yemen, or another nationalities. Of course, he will explain for as
Everyone.
Romanian, yeah, for Romanian. So he will not, okay, you are special for me, I will explain for you in English. And no, they didn't do that. But of course, we have some professors, maybe when they came to me, okay, they know I'm here, I'm from Syria, and they say for me, if you want to explain to you in English, it's okay for me.
Ah.
Yeah, so they are so kind with that. So
I think it also depends
Yeah,
on
for
the
that.
level of English of the professors, because as I found out from some Erasmus students, not all of them do speak English, and
Yeah.
this is also like problematic,
Exactly.
especially I think when we are talking about hard terms and some very specific topics, like I don't know, inside of engineering that you're
Yeah.
studying. So yeah, it just I think depends on the professor.
Exactly.
But now your current status is refugee, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And your visa is connected with it, like residency permit. I mean,
Yeah.
not the visa.
Yeah.
Do you aware of the rights that you have inside of European Union because of it? Like, is it give you any benefits related to be a refugee?
Yeah. I can say maybe I think this is the best thing I did in my life to get that, because I say the war in Syria, we lost a lot of things, and maybe for the most important thing, we lost our rights in Syria. So when we say that we lost that, and when I work with my documents came to Romania, so it was the same. We need a lot of documents, and for every document, for this person who work with documents, they say, "Come on, I don't need to work now." And I say, "This is work time. Why don't?" They say, "Like I wanna like this." So when we say this is like something like rights,
So in some way, like the environment changes.
Yeah.
And at the same time, like the rights of receiving some documents.
Exactly. Maybe we can say for everything. And so after I get refugee, for the first thing I felt maybe for the university, when I told them, okay, I get refugee, they changed everything in my documents in the university, and they voted me as a Romanian. So they changed this thing for me. It's great, when I feel okay. I know I'm Syrian, yeah, but when I feel like I'm this person who's standing right to me, okay. So this is a great thing when
like more integrated into the
course,
Romanian
yeah,
society.
you say, okay, I have rights for that, yeah. Okay, of course, Romania need me to do a lot of things for them, but in the same time, they give me a lot of rights.
But
those
is
days.
this refugee center that you talked about, is it like community center where refugees can gather and
There's
psychological help?
yeah,
Is it there?
there's a lot of centers in Romania. There's one in Timișoara and Arad, Bucharest, and there's a city it's called Giorgio. I went for this center. It was a good center in a lot of ways, and it was easy. Also, we have like interview for refugee. They ask us what happened for in Syria, why you need this refugee. Of course, when they say me, okay, you're Syrian, come on, we will give you a refugee. Of course not in this way, because maybe when I say
Like they're making the fact check.
Yeah.
So if you will just say, hey, I'm from Syria,
Syria,
I've been treated badly,
so okay,
they need
say,
proof.
yeah, of course they say all of us know you have war in Syria, but what the situation for you? What
Yes.
happens for you in Syria? Maybe for me, I can say for at the beginning for my religion, they give me for that,
Okay.
and for a lot of things. I have a lot of problems in Syria with government and something like that, and also for the war in Syria. So there's a lot of things to
So
give
for
me.
them, each case is different.
Yeah, of course,
Okay.
and everyone have we can say his own file for that.
Yes.
Everyone has different documents. Everyone has different interviews. So it depends on everyone for that. Yeah. So this center, and after I finish my interview, I get refugee. So they say if you wanna to get these courses, if you wanna medical things, if you wanna maybe to stay here, they have campus for that. I can stay in this place and what. It's far away from Craiova, at like 5 hours or 6 hours, like that. So of course I will not stay in this place because, but they give a lot of things for that. Yeah, so I think it's nice things, and I think to get refugee here it's more easier from another countries because maybe for Germany I think a lot of Syrian people went to Germany to get refugee, and also I have a lot of friends right there. Sorry, and they say and now it's very hard to get refugee right there. So,
But also because of like the big flow and
Yeah.
like a lot of people doing this.
yeah.
Yeah, probably. I'm sorry. Again, a small stop to discuss the stages of immigration, how people experience difficulties, not only physically by moving from one place to another, but also psychologically. Because if you're thinking about immigrating somewhere, it's better to be prepared and understand what you can go through. There is a good resource I want to share with you, which is called, it's a website of International Organization for Migration, and they have different studies there, and the one I came across while preparing is Essentials of Migration Management. They have this program, and actually it's a great resource that you can use to understand better the migration policy, or if you're just interested in the topic. The program lays out key phases like pre-departure, transit, arrival, and sustainable integration. But now I would prefer to talk a little bit more about emotional stages. Even though those 6 points that I will talk about might look a little bit generalized, but you can just remember them and use in future because this is the most common ones, even though each case is unique. Pre-departure or pre-immigration stage is all about preparing yourself, your documents as well, and making the decision itself to leave and to understand where you're living and think about all the logistics, how to make it come true. It's about choosing the plane, choosing the ways of transportation, and getting everything in order. Also, you're leaving your life behind, so you need to deal with this part too. The honeymoon phase, it's the second phase. When you come to a new country, you totally feel excited about it. Everything seems new, fresh, you want to explore, you have energy to do it, and you're really optimistic about what will happen next. But unfortunately, we can't escape somehow the cultural shock, which is the third stage. And after this initial buzz that will happen to you, this excitement at the first, with time you might totally get disappointed or understand that there are a lot of things that are not similar to your culture at your home. And this will be a challenge You might feel lost because of the language barrier, because cultural misunderstandings, and even loneliness, because you might not still develop a circle of friends at this point. And this daily life that at first seemed very intriguing now feel like a struggle. And a lot of people experience it, to be honest. And this is the moment when they start to feel homesick, wonder if they did the right decision. And there's the first stage that usually comes. It's a little bit more positive. It's the adjustment stage. You take your time, try to adjust, and you try to understand how the public transport works, or where to eat, where to buy food and do your groceries, how to communicate with locals more, and how to deal with bureaucracy in this country and the papers that you need. Maybe at this point you won't feel as foreigner anymore and get more ease. But the real integration comes with the fifth stage, which is called integration. And at this point, you might find the balance. You might learn how to blend your own culture and the new culture that you are still in the process of exploring. Maybe you will start to celebrate some holidays together with your new friends, and you will find a community of people from your home country that will help you, or a new community from this country. This is the moment when you are building something more solid, totally. But there is sixth stage that actually involves two paths. One is the re-entry stage, and another one is permanent settlement. Re-entry stage might happen when, even though you really tried hard to adjust, you understand that you want to go back. Permanent settlement phase, when you will try maybe to forever stay in a new country you migrated to, you've chosen to be in, and you will start to feel a new true home at this place that at first was just a foreigner country to you. As I said before, those stages are not a rule. It just gives a framework to understand what many immigrants experience emotionally and psychologically, and can navigate you as both a person who hosts someone in your country and a person who are thinking of migration or in the process of it. I wanted to present you an artwork, and I invite you also to check out it in internet more. It's called Refugee Flag. It was made in 2016 by a Syrian artist, Yara Said. She is a designer as well, and she made this flag for the 2000 Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro. Then when a group of refugee athletes asked her to create this flag so they can come with it to the Olympic Games and present this refugee nation. And this flag became a symbol of unity. And I think it's really beautiful itself. And I invite you to check out actually the interview on the MoMA website, where she explains her feelings and how emotional it was to create a symbol that will make people who lost their homes feel again as a big nation and in community. Thank you for listening to the first part of our podcast with Elian. Stay tuned because the story doesn't end here. In the next episode, we'll continue discussing the refugee experience, and we'll stress the topic of making friends in a new country. Part 2 is coming soon, so don't miss it.